Hey guys, it's Louise. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make these vintage style journaling supplies so you can add them to like your bullet journal, art journal, scrapbook, and I know a lot of people also add these to like what do you call those? Their junk journals. Yeah, those are those things. I don't really know what to do with those, so I've never started one, but yeah. So during this entire video, I will be referencing some other videos, or at least one other video, because I have gotten ideas from other videos to combine into this one. So yeah, I'll be leaving them in the description box down below. And without further ado, let's get started with this. Let's go! So first thing, I'm going to be using my paper cutter to cut the paper to size. You can just and also rip the edges, but I didn't want to do so today. So now you're going to just paint the entire paper with watercolors. So the only reason you don't want this to be watercolor paper is that you need it to be very thin and flexible when you crumble it later, like literally just like crush into a ball. But that's after you let the paint dry. So I'm going to be painting this one, and I'm also going to paint the other side. I'm also going to paint another one with a warmer brown. So once the paper is dry, you're going to just crush it in your palm, crush it, and then you're just going to unfold it, and it will look sort of like vintage paper. So this is the other one I did. I also used the same brown that I did on the first paper, but I just placed it on the edges, as you can see right here. And yeah, this one's also kind of wet still because I forgot to let it dry. So yeah. First things first, I'm going to be cutting the paper to size, so I'm just going to be making it 1.5 by 1.5, and I decided to change the measurements later, so I don't really remember what they were. So I'm going to cut the paper to the size that I want it to, and this is going to be around twice the size of a regular stamp, so these aren't going to look very realistic. I'm going to start gluing this printer paper to the craft paper, and I'm going to cut it out using those fancy scissors I showed you earlier. So I probably should have drawn the design before I cut it and stuck it to the craft paper, but I'll just keep that in mind the next time I make this, which is like a couple minutes later. So yeah, for these things you usually want to have like dried stuff, like dried petals or flowers to stick to it, or even like vintagey images like butterflies, because I've seen a lot of those online. There's also a video that I've seen that goes into more detail on how to make these stamps. I'll be linking that one down below, and these are the ones that I did. So I don't really like the shape of this gift tag. I kind of want to cut it into like a more gift tag shape thing. You know how it has like those angled edges. So I measured those off camera and I decided to cut it with my scissors to make it to that classic gift tag shape. And now I'm going to pencil draw in the floral design that you've seen earlier. And once that's done, I'm going to just draw the same thing over again, but with black ink. So I'm going to let the ink dry after I finish drawing on it and erase. Just give it a nice erase of all the pencil marks and scratches that I did earlier. Now I'm going to add some details with the white gold gel pen. Well, the white gel pen inside the flowers and the gold gel pen outside of the flowers. And the gold gel pen is just going to give it a nice shiny detailing. Look at that shine. Now for final touches, I'm going to add this washi tape that I got for my birthday and this twine that I'm going to cut to size because it is obviously too long for the gift tag. And I'm just going to stick in that little gift tag hole so I can actually tie it to a gift or something. And it's a somewhat functional gift tag except for the fact that my name is on it. Yay! So I'm going to be marking this sticker paper with the pencil, so I will have even spaces for each of the letters and it'll be easier to cut them out later. So I'm going to be using the Polit nib side of this Humble dual brush pen and I'm going to be writing out the letters in a vintage-ish font. I'm pretty sure it's like somewhat similar to the lowercase wooden letters stamps that a lot of people have online because it's like super popular, but I obviously don't have those, so I'm going to be handwriting every single one today. And yeah. Once all the boxes are filled out, go ahead and cut the stickers. I'm planning on making this a sticker sheet, so I'm just making a kiss cut and erasing all of those pencil lines, but I obviously didn't cut this properly because the paper came apart. And also you can see that the Q is cut off, but yeah, these are what they look like. So first I'm going to be making this vintage paper with music notes on it. The second one is going to be this vintagey postcard looking thing. I drew a line that's not centered because most postcards don't have a line that's centered anyway. And I'm going to add this place where you're supposed to put a stamp, and I'm going to add the section where you're supposed to write a note to the person you're sending the postcard to. Obviously you're not going to send it to anyone, but you can write like a faux message and stick a faux stamp that you made earlier there. And the last paper is going to be this one with calligraphy, cursive, fancy writing on it. I'm not sure what to call it. I can't even read the writing that I wrote on here in the first place. the only words I can read are like world, book, and library. And yeah, so that is it for the papers that I made today, and that's also the end of this video. I hope to see you guys in my next video. If you like this one, make sure to give it a like. If you have any suggestions, make sure to do so in the comment section down below. And I'll see you guys next time, maybe. Don't forget to be kind and be kawaii. Bye!